Here is how an e-commerce business used Enola to increase revenue by 10%. They wanted to understand the drivers of their revenue, which products perform the best, and how revenue is driven across customer segments. They also wanted to strategize revenue and targets for the next year. They asked what the drivers of revenue were for 2024 and aimed to increase that revenue by 10%. Enola confirmed the goal and asked if there were specific segments to focus on, or if the data should be sliced in any way. The stakeholders said they wanted a broader analysis across all segments. Enola confirmed that broader analysis helps uncover as many trends as possible and asked if there was anything known that impacted revenue this year. The business said nothing specific came to mind. Enola clarified the time period, and the stakeholders said to look at the entire year 2024. Enola then asked who the primary stakeholders were for the analysis, and they said marketing and finance teams. Enola confirmed the outputs would be actionable for both teams. Enola asked about the main metric they wanted from the analysis. The goal was to identify revenue drivers and use insights and strategy to increase revenue by 10%. Enola summarized the request: a broad profit divide analysis to identify the main drivers of total revenue for 2024, with insights designed for marketing and finance teams to inform strategies targeting a 10% revenue increase in the next year. Enola asked if there were existing hypotheses or if suggestions should be made based on the data. The stakeholders asked Enola to suggest. Enola generated 5 hypotheses along with the required data, the table to pull it from, and the columns to prove or disprove each one. All data referenced was from the existing database. Once the stakeholders were happy with the hypotheses, they could ask Enola to edit any of them if needed. When everything looked good, they asked for the final plan. Enola provided the analysis plan, which included the summary of questions, the hypothesis table with required data, the analysis goal, and the methodology. After reviewing the plan, they ran the analysis and moved to the results page to see the output. Once the analysis was run, they went to the reports page to view the respective results. In the results page, they went to the specific business question: identify and quantify the main internal drivers of total revenue in 2024 to enable targeted marketing and finance strategies for achieving a 10% increase in profit. The page showed the business objective, analysis approach, transmission method, and the key headline finding. The key headline finding was that product category and customer yearly income are the most influential drivers of total revenue. Targeted actions in these areas could deliver over 75% of the company's 10% revenue growth goal for 2025. By targeting product category and customer yearly income, 75% of the 10% growth target could be achieved. The results included key implications, recommended actions, strategic recommendations, effort required, and impact calculations. For example, expanding investment in top-performing product categories could help reach 70% of the 10% revenue growth target. Other strategic recommendations were also included with their requirements, impact, and effort. The report also contained respective data visualizations. Hypothesis validation showed the status of the 5 hypotheses: confirmed, partially confirmed, rejected, or inconclusive, along with the corresponding calculations. The driver performance analysis section showed the performance results, and data quality notes highlighted any missing rows or recommendations. The next step section showed immediate actions, short-term initiatives, and the monitoring plan. These sections made up the report's portfolio and showed the complete results of the analysis. And that's the power of Enola, turning questions into clarity and strategy into impact.